First off, fall can kiss my fucking ass. Jesus Christ, my old lady has me raking leaves, doing all kinds of bullshit around the house that a professional fucking warrior should never have to do. Between the chores and her filling up our DVR with endless episodes of Oprah's Live Class, I don't even know why I come home anymore. Oh wait, I forgot. It's so that I can pay off all the credit card bills that she racks up at Pottery Barn and Crate and Barrel 2, trying to make our house look like it's inhabited by a pair of 50-year-old lesbian watercolor artists with a throw pillow fetish. And I know I haven't been in here in a couple weeks, but that's because I've been in all kinds of hot water over the little domestic neighborhood dispute we had on Halloween night. Turns out the missus went behind my back and sent Ranger Jr. out trick-or-treating dressed as Raggedy Andy, even though we had agreed that he'd be dressing up like a badass like his old man. And as if that weren't bad enough, she went and dressed Stanley up like a little honey badger version of Raggedy Ann. And boy, was he pissed about it. Anyway, this year, Ranger Jr. was making a big stink about having to go out trick-or-treating with his parents and saying that he was too old to be doing stuff like that anymore. So, being the reasonable parents that we are, we decided that sending him out with Stanley, even in that god-awful outfit, would suffice as a sufficient guardian for the evening. Stanley's real protective and loves the shit out of Junior, so we felt he'd be pretty secure running amok in the neighborhood for the half hour after the streetlights came on Halloween night. Unfortunately, a bunch of dickhead kids from the local high school had different plans. Apparently this year, a group of meatheads from our local JV football team thought it'd be a good idea to go driving around in one of their idiotic, raised, wannabe monster trucks that their parents bought them and steal candy from little kids. One thing they weren't planning on was the world of hurt they were about to enter once they rolled up on Junior and Stanley. One of the kids hopped out of the bed of the truck and tried to grab Junior's bag of candy, and was no sooner flipped into his back in the concrete and put into an armbar hold quicker than you can say, "Help! Somebody save my pimply fucktarded ass! I'm about to get the shit beat out of me by an 8-year-old! I mean, I've been training Junior in hand-to-hand fighting disciplines like Aikido, Jiu-Jitsu, Krav Maga, and about a dozen others since before he could crawl. Let's just say that high school kid was lucky he wasn't wearing Croc sandals, or he'd be dead right now. And of course, as soon as this guy starts crying out for help, because my kid, who's less than half his age, is twisting his arm into a goddamn bendy straw, the other 4 or 5 D-bags in the truck hopped out and piled onto Ranger Jr. And then Stanley, who had been watching from the sidelines, went apeshit. There's nothing Stanley hates more than a bully or someone who won't engage in a fair fight. So, he knocked down all 5 of those motherfuckers and performed the fighting move that he's famous on 5 continents for. Aggressive, rapid dick biting. I would have paid $1 million to see the look of terror on those little shitbags' faces when that furry little bastard dressed up as Raggedy Ann inflicted truckloads of pain on them that no amount of HMO medical care or emergency room local anesthetic would ever be able to stop. The next morning, my old lady was pretty pissed off and the whole thing made the papers. The cops and paramedics on the scene told reporters that it must have been some type of isolated mountain lion attack. Mountain lion attack my ass! That was the Ranger family's own personal 42 pounds of pure, unadulterated hatred of nicotine, Stanley the dick-biting honey badger coming to the rescue. I can't wait to catch this week's game on the local public access channel. It's going to be pretty goddamn funny seeing Central High's entire defensive line wearing dick casts. Problem solved, problem staying solved, Rangers lead the way.